Yeah, I've actually set up shop in Los Angeles, so I moved over there about 8 months ago, and been doing a lot of songwriting, working with a lot of great songwriters and producers. I've had a little regular gig as well in a bar in Hollywood. I'm sorting out a new team of people to work with over there, and I'm working on a solo project, so it's been really exciting.
There's a fire in my heart, 'cause my love has gone away.
I stumbled across one of these not long after it came out, and I was trying it out, and the first thing that caught me was the fact that it's kind of more to do with being on the, mic stand close to you, whereas a lot of the other loop pedals are literally pedals. But this sort of seemed to be more about, vocal, obviously. It has an inbuilt mic, some vocal effects which are a lot more suited to vocal stuff as opposed to what a lot of people are using. Guitar, looping a cello, guitar, and their voice as well. The other thing is just having because I'm a piano player, having sort of the fingers do the work with triggering the loop was the first thing that I found. I could just get the loop more in time. Plus there's less travel time of when a loop pedal, the pedal actually goes from the top of the pedal. If you're doing that with your hand, it's just that travel time. Timing is sort of everything when you're trying to get a loop going, because if the loop doesn't work out, it makes the rest of the song not fun to play over, because it literally, everything that goes wrong in the loop is going to be multiplied every time. So it was just, I don't know, it was almost like, this is very suited to what I do.
Well, first you come and chase the clouds away, and then you go and wanted you.
It's interesting because I was always wondering, it's a bit unorthodox to have these, a loop and a couple of different keyboards going on compared to how I was used to going, but I find it really exciting and a challenge to be able to build in elements of technology with what I'm doing. And then I actually ended up setting these, pretty much this sort of setup, in some songwriting capacities. So, the producer or writer I was working with said, look, bring all your stuff, because we kind of know that that's what you do. And I find that you've got all the tools there. You've got bass, you've got harmony, you've got rhythm. And for me, it's kind of like having a very transportable workshop that encompasses everything that I kind of like to do naturally. Oh, gee. I was listening to Underworld, Underneath the Radar. Some of that kind of yeah, I mean, being over in LA, there's a certain kind of, even though a lot of these bands are UK, but there's a certain kind of nostalgia that you get as soon as you get to the West Coast, of the US. You sort of find that there's this kind of sun-drenched, deserty, sort of endless summer kind of Beach Boys feeling. And I don't know what it is about that era of music, from sort of 1975 to 1983, or even though Underworld, that album came out in 1988 actually. But, sort of the use of those kind of guitars, for some reason, it's something that I've listened to a lot as a kid, and it just ties in nicely to be able to write songs with a bit of that sort of sun-drenched nostalgia. So yeah, I'm enjoying the journey. It's been fun.
Now the storm is gone and love is truly all you miss.
Look, for the moment, I don't have a house in Sydney, where I'm from. I've rented my apartment out here, so I'm looking like I'll probably be there for a number of months, but I keep finding I'm back here because, I get a bit of work or whatever comes along, and it's kind of cool. I kind of dig coming back here actually, because it breaks it up and makes it nice. I went to Balmoral Beach this morning for breakfast, and I was like, oh my god, this is a beautiful place, you know. So yeah, it's nice.
2, 3 o'clock, 4, 5 o'clock, the daylight spreads upon my bedspread, home until I feel dead. Think I'm on the other side.
I'm going to be setting up a whole new online campaign. I've found someone over in the US who got a lot of experience in digital kind of social networking strategy and all that kind of stuff. And I find, you know, it's just, there's a lot of things to pull together if you're setting up a new project. And I think I want to concentrate on writing songs and doing all that kind of stuff, and learning more about all these other social networking technologies. Is it moves so fast that I'm sort of finding that I feel better if someone teaches me what's going on. So, you know, I'm catching up slowly. Yeah, it's good.
Now I'm burning. I need to be together.